Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, back to do another tag video. This is going to be the Versus tag video. I was tagged by MovieReviewTime, and this is going to be 20 questions about Versus movies, kind of like Freddy vs. Jason, Alien vs. Predator, stuff like that. So let's get right into it. Question number 1. Pamela Voorhees versus Annie Wilkes from Misery. Pamela Voorhees, I think Annie Wilkes may have the weight advantage, but she's just, yeah, she's crazy. They're both crazy, but yeah. She can be nice, though, Annie Wilkes. I don't think Pamela Voorhees can, so whatever. Question number 2. Chucky versus Leprechaun. This one was tough because I like Chucky a lot more, but I honestly believe Leprechaun would probably take him because of some kind of magic thing that Chucky wouldn't be able to overcome. So it's kind of my reasoning behind that one. Question number 3. Matilda Dixon from Darkness Falls versus Elle Kedward. I think that's right. Blair Witch. That one you got me on, so I'm going to go with Blair Witch on that one. She scares me a little bit more. So, question number 4. Evan Rendell from the Dr. Giggles and versus Dr. Alan Feinstone from The Dentist. Definitely Evan Rendell. He's just crazy, nuts, and he's also got the weight advantage and probably the reach because he's a little bit taller. So yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with actual traditional boxing rules on that one. Question number 5. Ash versus Leatherface. Now I'm going to stick to my original answer, which is not a very popular one, and go with Leatherface because he has 2 hands and wrists that actually move. So I think he takes Ash because Ash only has the 1 arm and it's kind of fixed to his wrist. He doesn't have as much mobility. But if Ash has his boomstick, Leatherface is gone. Let's see. Question number 6. Ghostface versus Ben Willis from I Still Know What You Did, or I Know What You Did Last Summer. Definitely Ghostface because there's probably more than one of them. If you've seen the movie, spoiler alert. So 2 against 1 is probably, yeah. Question number 7. Jason Voorhees versus Victor Crowley. So you got Kane Hodder versus Kane Hodder. Unless you want to go with another one, which I'm sure I'm going to get heat for that one as well. Broncojuggalo. I'm going to go with that one, a tie for that. I mean, it'd basically be like somebody trying to kill somebody that can't die, so yeah, tie. Question 8. Jacob Goodnight versus Michael Myers. Well, you can't kill Michael Myers, so Jacob Goodnight goes down, even though he's got the height, weight, muscular advantage, but yeah. Question number 9. Freddy Krueger versus Candyman. Freddy Krueger, unless he's allergic to bees. If he's allergic to bees, then Candyman all day long. Question number 10. Hannibal versus John Kramer. Definitely Hannibal, because he gets inside your head. He'd probably make John Kramer kill himself. He wouldn't have to do any of the dirty work, and then he'd eat him. So, yeah. Question number 11. This one's a tough one. John Ryder versus Rusty Nail. And Hitcher and Rutger Hauer are my favorite. But I have to go with Rusty Nail for his, size difference. Question number 12. The girl from The Ring or the girl from The Grudge? They actually made a movie about this, and I don't know who won, but the girl from The Ring. Samara? Something like that. Question number 13. And I'm sure I'm going to get heat for this one. Pennywise versus Killjoy. I have to go with Killjoy in this one. And the reason being is because Pennywise and Killjoy are both one person, but Killjoy has his posse. His posse gets in on it, Pennywise is done. And they both have the whole supernatural thing. So. Question number 14. Norman Bates versus Jack Torrance. I have to go with Norman Bates on that one, even though, well, I think Norman Bates would probably have the reach. Of course, Jack Torrance would have the size difference. But then you'd have Norman becoming his mother and then pulling out a can of whoop ass on him. So, yeah. Question number 15. Pinhead versus the Tall Man. I'm going to go with a tie on that one. Yeah, I couldn't judge that one. That one was too tough for me. Question number 16. Pumpkinhead versus the Xenomorph from the Alien movies. Definitely the Xenomorph. Xenomorph, all he would have to do was go after the person who called a Pumpkinhead, and that's the end of it. So, number 17, the Collector versus Chrome Skull from Laid to Rest. Definitely the Collector. He'd have all these traps made. The only thing Chrome Skull has is his little camera there, and he would probably take that and shove it somewhere that he wouldn't want it. So, yeah, that would be the end of that one. Question number 18. The Predator versus the Creeper. This was a tough one. I have to go with the Predator on this one because he's like a warrior, so even if you kill him, he has that thing that self-destructs and you win anyway, so like an atom bomb or nuclear bomb, so yeah. Question number 19. Leviathan, the monster from Leviathan versus the Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing, I would imagine. Definitely The Thing. I think Leviathan had the size difference, but the Thing could probably absorb the Leviathan and beat himself up. Yeah, something like that. And question 20. Gremlin versus Critter. Critter all day long. They would mess up Gremlins all day long. Yeah. So those are my answers. I'm going to tag some people. I don't know if they've been tagged or not. I'm going to tag Broncojuggalo, Dave Maggot. Let's see. I'll tag TheHORRORman, and I'll tag Movie Massacre, but he doesn't have to do it if he doesn't want to because he's having Wi-Fi issues. And he's also already doing a series similar to this, if you've watched his channel. So, he may not want to spoil anything. So, yeah, there's my answers. If you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.